Thanks, Green. Just to follow up on the TikTok question, the president brought it up with President Xi.
Yeah, he did.
Has he also raised the issue with Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer? Because the bill hasn't been taken up by the Senate. I mean, that's where it is held up. Has he conveyed those same concerns about ownership, about divestiture, like to Schumer?
So look, we are in regular communication, this administration is, with leaders of Congress, including Senator Schumer, Leader Schumer, and others. And so I don't have a specific readout to give you about the president's conversation on this particular issue. As my colleague, as the Admiral said, the TikTok did come up and was raised on the call with President Xi. I think that's important. The president has always been very clear about his concerns, and he's been very public about that. There is a real threat posed by certain technology services, and so operating in the United States that put at risk Americans' personal information and broader national security. He's been very clear about that, including the manipulation. So he's been public about it. He brought it up with President Xi. This is an issue, certainly, that we will continue to have that discussion. I just don't have anything specific to read out to you with any conversations with members of Congress on the president.
Does he want the Senate Majority Leader to bring the bill to the floor?
We have said we support that bill. We welcome that bill. We do not see it as a ban, right? We see it as a divestment. We've been very clear about that as well, and we welcome that bill. So we want it to go through the process. We've been offering technical support, as you've heard us speak to before. You've heard the National Security Advisor speak to this very recently, the last time he was at the podium. You've heard me say that. And so we're going to continue to provide technical support. We're going to continue to have conversations with members of Congress. Don't have anything else to share behind that. Okay.
So during the call, did President talk to President Xi about supplying components to Russia to enhance their defense industrial base?
So look, we've always been very clear, and the president did raise that we are deeply concerned, obviously, about the PRC's support for Russia's war against Ukraine and its efforts to help Russia reconstitute its defense industrial base. That came up. I'm not going to go beyond that, but that did come up on the call.
Thanks, Green. Is there anything you can say about President Xi Jinping's reaction to all of the concerns that Biden laid out?
I would let President Xi speak for himself. I'm not going to respond to him.
Any color about the tone of the conversation?
There's a readout of the call. I'm not going to get into reactions, personal reactions. I will let President Xi speak for himself.